a high priestess in a folkloric witchcraft tradition, and I've been brewing magic for a very long time now. Come on in, let's brew some together. Hello, hello! Welcome to the House of Witchcraft. I'm so happy to see you all today. And there lies my problem. I gotta talk to y'all witches. First, I want to say thank you to Daisy Fave for your comment that I remind you of Glinda the Good Witch from The Wizard of Oz. And that you see these wonderful videos of me encouraging the young witches, and sometimes the older witches too, because we all need those words of empowerment, those words of inspiration. I know I need them. But you see that little section of me, and I thought it was really cute and everything, but I don't want folks to think that I am just full of light and bubbling goodness all the time, because that's not my truth. First of all, I'm a dark witch. I'm a very happy dark witch, but I love being a dark witch. And you're like, oh no, what does that mean? It means that I understand first the balance, that there is no such thing as black and white, everything's gray. And that I like the shadows, I like the darkness, I like to dance with demons, all right? I love casting a circle on a dark moon, things like that. That's my nature. I am a nocturnal nighttime by nature. I'm an author, so I've been self-isolating for 30 years. I love to be broody and gloomy. All those things that you witches, when you watch my videos, and I'm like, you can do you, boo. And I'm always happy and upbeat because that's what the videos are about. That's the channel is about. Why did I start the House of Witchcraft YouTube channel? It was because I was hearing a lot of negativity. And the way to address it is to surround it with a lot of goodness. So I started this YouTube channel just over a year and a half ago, actually, with the idea that it would be a place where it was uplifting, it was inspiring, it was empowering, all right? There's enough folks out on the internet telling you what you're doing wrong, telling you, you got to be serious, okay? Or you're going to fail a lot of times before you succeed, okay? And I was like, that's not what young witches, that's not what any witch needs. Let's just start with that. The world beats us up. We need a place where we can come and you can hear good words. And I have been so blessed to have mentors that have filled my head with positive words about me. And that is what I wanted to pass forward. That's what I am passing forward on my channel, is this inspiration, this you can do you, boo, because they're all truths that for a lot of us, we need to hear them periodically. Society's out there just beating you up, coming at you left and right, telling you everything you can't have, you can't do, and we take it inside. And I wanted to be that one little video that reminded you that you're the magic, all right? I don't get into a lot of subject matter really in depth, or try to take it to that whole theological level of discussion, all right? There are channels out there that are doing so much better than I will ever attempt to do. And I want to give them that lane. I'm not, what I want to do is be a place where any witch, magical folk turn on my video, and at the end of it, you feel a little better about yourself. That's my whole goal. And so that's my happy part. The dark part, let's talk a little bit about that. I know I said something earlier, and I know a couple of you witches are like, moo, what'd she say? What's a dark witch? We don't work within the neo-paganism tenets. which are, whereas for them it is a harm none. We work within a strive not to harm realistic level, and we also work within righteous vengeance, meaning the right to defend, the right to deflect, the right to, if you come at me, I'm coming at you 3 times as hard, because I'm going to make sure that you don't ever mess with me again. Thank you. All right? I mean, that's my law 3. I'm going to smack your ass sideways a couple of times before I let go of you, because I want to leave such a bad taste in your mouth you don't ever want to see me again. All right? And so that's that dark where people are like, ooh, my goodness, Taren, you didn't say that. I also said righteous, meaning you don't just arbitrarily walk around smacking on folk because you don't like them. All right? The universe works in balance. Okay, and that's very important in that area. And I don't talk a lot about it on the channel. I know that. I make references to the fact that I'm a Southern Conjuring witch, or a American folkloric witchcraft. There's a lot of words to describe the witches that have been here in America and the evolution, the names that we've been through. We are folkloric, meaning that we take our magic from folk magic sources, from working folk. All right, we are not high esoterical magic. As a dear friend of mine, Misty Knight, will say, she can voodoo up a parking space. And when you live in the city, that is some good stuff to have. I don't care who you are. And so this is magic that's every day solving problems in our lives. And when a lot of folks, I guess, especially within the pagan community, the idea of light is good, dark is bad, there's a very strong duality. They have a hard time with this concept, and they think, oh my God, dark witch, they're often doing horrible, evil things. And I'm like, no, I don't do anything evil. I accept that sometimes life is messy, all right? Sometimes folks aren't who they say they are, Accountability and responsibility seems to be hard things for some folks to learn, and that we're not bad people. I'm like, to me, the goddess is a beautiful lady. I have very strong ethics and morals. I believe in absolute fairness. But I also believe that if you smack me, like I said earlier, I'm going to make sure that I come back at you 3 times as hard. All right? And this is my personal path, and that's why I really don't talk about it a lot of times, because I don't want it to influence or to scare, maybe. I don't know. I'm not about trying to teach my way of doing things. What I'm trying to do, what I am teaching with my channel, is that you've got to find your way. You have to find out, what type of magic you resonate, where you are. And I don't want to just be identified as, the dark witch, the conjuring witch, and didn't realize in the process, folks were thinking that all Taren does is have good, happy messages for everyone. Yes, I do have good, happy messages for everyone, because ultimately that's what witchcraft is about, is living a satisfied, happy life, living a sense of purpose, and those are all general broad strokes for all of us. And I know for a lot of you new witches out there, and you may be all vibing up on the Wiccan read of harm none. And if you are, that is your tenet to follow. And I don't want my tenet to influence your tenet, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if that really, I'm like, did I say that right, y'all? I hope I'm making sense in this. But in the coming videos, I am going to show more of my darker side, flare nature, I guess, and letting you witches more into my personal world, all right, as that many labels that I said, Southern, Conjuring, Hoodoo, folkloric, American witchcraft. I think I got most of ways to describe us. They're just general descriptions so that folks have a way of relating to each other. You know, because we talk a lot about no labels, but at the same time, we need to have descriptive titles so that we know how to relate to each other. So that you sort of know the dirt I'm on and I know the dirt you're on. All right? But I wanted to sort of say a little something to Daisy on the Glinda the Good Witch comment, because that just made me chuckle all afternoon. First of all, I was like, oh my goodness gracious. And then I went and looked at the video, and I have to tell you, Daisy, I agree with you. I do act, sound like Glinda the Good Witch. It is some wonderful energy. And I was so proud of myself because I was like, that's what I want to convey. I want to convey a little bright spot. That's this channel is about. You know, it's not about creating controversy or trying to say something edgy, but about reminding all of you witches out there that you are the special, that you're good enough just the way you are. You know, I want to be your daily affirmation with Taren S of, gosh darn it, you're good enough just the way you are. You don't have to change nothing. And as simple of a message that sounds, I think we all need to hear it. And so I'm so grateful to all of you out there who see this old dark witch as Glinda the Good Witch from The Wizard of Oz. Y'all just, I was so tickled. I never thought I was tickled over this. I never thought anybody would describe me that way. And then like I said, when I watched the video, I was like, yeah, I'll describe myself that way. And I'm so proud of it. So there are many sides to all of us. I guess I'm going to bring this all back around, witches. You know, you see these wonderful, 15, 20-minute videos that I put out. Well, I'm very excited to do them. I've taken notes, I've done the energy, and I know the message I'm conveying, my intention. These are my magical workings. And I'm so happy it's working. You guys are getting the warm fuzzies that I'm hoping to send to you. All right? And what I ask is pass them forward. They were given freely to me. I give them freely to you. Pass them forward, Give out encouragement. Give out inspiration. Yeah, and witches, I think I rambled on enough about this topic, and I want to thank all of y'all for joining me. Of course, if it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. And I am an author of 5. Even though Trish from Beanbag Hagwag, not saying anything, girlfriend, said I had 3 books, I chuckled when there's 5 of them. They're in the link below. I've written several books on witchcraft and also on the Hoodoo in the Psalms. The magical grimoire the Psalms is. If you are leaning into it, I guarantee you will enjoy this book. All right, witches, thank y'all so much for joining me here today. I hope you have as bright of a blessed day as I'm having. And as always, it never changes. You know it. Amen. For all my Christian witches. Blessed be for all my pagan folk witches. Ashe for all of my South American, Caribbean, Brujita witches. Ebobo. To all of my Haitian conjuring folk, the Haitians, and of course an extra special to Papa Nico. Y'all have a good day. Bye.